Hello everyone. Today we shall discuss about graphs. This is chapter 15. We shall discuss about introduction to graphs. Here is the introduction. Have you seen graphs in the newspapers, television, magazines, books, etc.? The purpose of the graph is to show numerical facts in visual form so that they can be understood quickly, easily and clearly. The graphs are visual representations of data collected. Data can also be presented in the form of a table. However, a graphical representation is easier to understand. This is true in particular when there is a trend or comparison to be shown. We have already seen some types of graph. Let us quickly recall them here. A bar graph. A bar graph is used to show comparison among categories. It may consist of two or more parallel vertical or horizontal bars or rectangles. The bar graph in figure 15.1 shows Anu's mathematics marks in the three-terminal examination. It helps you to compare her performance easily. She has shown good progress. First term, second term, third term. Bar graphs can also have double bars as in figure 15.2. This graph gives a comparative amount of sales of various fruits over a 2-day period. How is the figure 15.2 different from figure 15.1? Discuss with your friends. Here you see, this is mango on Monday and this is mango sales on Tuesday. Right? This is same as that. Apples on Monday, apples on Tuesday. Oranges on Monday, oranges on sales on Tuesday. Right? Papaya on Monday and Tuesday Tuesday. Banana on Monday and Tuesday. These are the sales in. Okay, this is the fruits. And this is sales in kg. Right? This is the double bar graph. Now we shall give about a pie graph or a circle graph. A pie graph is used to compare parts of a whole. The circle represents the whole. Figure 15.3 is a pie graph. It shows the percentage of viewers watching different types of TV channels. This is the pie graph or the circle graph. This is entertainment 50%, informative 10%, news 15%, sports 25%. Now we will discuss about a histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that shows data in intervals. It has adjacent bars over the intervals. The histogram in figure 15.4 illustrates the distribution of weights in kg of 40 persons of a locality. Weights in kg 40 to 45, number of persons 4, 45 to 50 12, 50 to 55 13, 55 to 60 6, 60 to 65 is 5. You see, this is the 15.4 this is a jagged line has been used along horizontal line to indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 40. After that we are getting 40 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, 65 to 70. And here the number of persons is 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. There are no graphs between there are no gaps between bars because there are no gaps between the intervals. What is the information that we gather from this histogram? Try to list them out. Now we'll discuss about a line graph. A line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. When Renu fell sick, her doctor maintained a record of her body temperature taken every 4 hours. It was in the form of a graph as shown in figure 15.5 and 15.6. We may call this a time temperature graph. It is a pictorial representation of the following data given in tabular form. Time is 6 am, 10 am, 2 pm and 6 pm and temperature 37 degree, 40 degree, 38 degree, 35 degree. The horizontal line, usually called the x-axis, shows the timings at which the temperatures are recorded. What are labeled on the vertical are usually called the y-axis. Here you see, this is the time 6, 10, 12 and 6. This is 36, 37, this is 40, this is 38 and this is 35. Right? Each piece of data is shown by a point on the square grid. The points are then connected by line segment. The result is the line graph. This is the line graph. 1, 2, 3. Right? This is the line graph. What does all this graph tell you? For example, you can see the pattern of temperature more than 10 a.m. and then decreasing till 6 p.m. Notice that the temperature increased by 3 degree, that is 40 minus 37 degree centigrade, during the period 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. There was no recording of temperature at 8 a.m. However, the graph suggests that it was more than 37 degrees centigrade. Here you see that at the 8 a.m. is this one, 6, 8, that is above 37 degrees centigrade, right? A graph on performance. Here is an example. The given graph represents the total runs scored by two batsmen A and B during each of the 10 different matches in the year 2007. Study the graphs and answer the following questions. Here this is the graph. You see, this is the various, this is the graph, right? Batsman A, and this is for batsman B, right? Here the horizontal axis, the x-axis indicates the matches played during the year 2007. The vertical axis shows the total runs scored in each team. The dotted line shows the runs scored by batsman A. This is already indicated at the top of the graph. During the fourth match, both have scored the same number of runs, 60 runs, which this is indicated by the point at which the both graphs meet. This is 60 runs. There you see, this is 60 runs. Right? The batsman A has a great peak, but how many deep valleys? It does not appear to be consistent on B. On the other hand, has never scored below a total of 40 runs. Even though his highest score is only 100 in comparison to 115 of A. Also, A has scored a 0 in 2 matches. In a total of 5 matches, he has scored less than 40 runs. Since A has lot of ups and downs, B is more consistent and a reliable batsman, right? B is more consistent and reliable batsman, right? In this you can find the various graphs. Here example 2. The given graph describes the distances of a car from a city P at different times when it is traveling from city P to city Q, which are 350 km apart. Study the graph and answer the following question. What information is given on the two axes? From where and when did the car begin its journey? How far did the car go in the first hour? How far did the car go during second hour and third hour? What is the speed same? Was the speed same during the first 3 hours? How do you know it? Did the car stop for some duration at any place? Justify your answer. When did the car reach city Q? These are the different questions. Here the question solution of this question is, or here on the graph you can say that the horizontal axis shows the time, vertical y axis shows the distance of the car from the city P, distance of the car, and this is the time. Number B, the car started from city P at 8 a.m. Here you see, at 8 a.m. it starts, right? Question number 3, the car traveled 50 km during the first hour. 50 km during the first hour. During the first hour it traveled 50 km. Here see, this is 50, right? This can be seen as shown. At 8 a.m. it is just started from city P. At 9 a.m. it was at the 50 km seen from the graph. Hence, during 1 hour time between 8 a.m. 9 a.m. the car traveled 50 km. The distance covered by the car during second hour, that is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Here you see, that is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is 10 a.m. right? 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It was the 50th kilometer seen from graph. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. 100 kilometer, that is 150 minus 50, that is 150 minus 50, that is 100, right? That is become 100. The third hour, that is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 200 minus 150, that is 200 minus 150. This one 200 minus 150, that means it is 50 kilometer. From the answers of question 3 and 4, I find that the speed of car was not the same at all the time. In fact, the graph illustrates how the speed varied. We find that the car was 200 km away from the city P when the time was 11 a.m. You see, when it was 11 a.m., 11 means this one. The distance of this is 200 km away from city P. Here you see 200 km away. This is 200 km. Right? That is 200. Right? We find that the car was 200 km away from city P when the time was 11 a.m. and also at 12 noon. And also at 12 noon. 12 noon. It is 200 km. This is 200 km. Distance from P in kilometer. Right? Now, next question is, the car reached city Q at 2 p.m. Here you see, the car reached at Q is at 2 p.m. This is the Q, 2 p.m. Right? This is P, that is 200 km away. This is P, right? Then we find that the car reached the city at 2 p.m. In this way, we have to find the various, study the various graphs. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.